It's just me, myself, and I. Solo ride until I die. 'Cause I got me for life. I don't need a hand to hold, even when the night is cold. I got that fire in my soul.
And as far as I can see, I just need privacy. Plus a whole lot of treatment, all this modesty. I just need space to do me, give the world what they trying to see. A Stella Maxwell right beside of me. A Ferrari, I'm buying 3. A closet of Saint Laurent, get what I want when I want. 'Cause this hunger is driving me, yeah. I just need to be alone. I just need to be at home. Understand what I'm speaking on. This time is money, I need a loan. But regardless, I'll always keeping on. Fake friends, we don't take L's, we just make M's. Well, y'all follow, we just make trends. I'm right back to work when that break ends. Yeah.
It's just me, myself, and I. Solo ride until I die. 'Cause I got me for life.
Got me for life, yeah.
I don't need a hand to hold, even when the night is cold. I got that fire in my soul. I don't need anything to get me through the night, except the beat that's in my heart. Yeah, it's keeping me alive. I don't need anything to make me satisfied, 'cause the music does me good and it gets me every time.
Yo, welcome to another Hyperdrive Live trading session. I am your host, Coach CJ, and I'm excited for you to be here. We'll be live in a few moments trading the Nasdaq futures market using the Hyperdrive system. If this is your first time trading with me, buckle up, because we trade a fast-paced but simple, color-coded, and highly efficient system I created to be in and out of the markets in 90 minutes or less. If after watching this session, you want to learn this system, grab my Hyperdrive instruction manual with the link in the description. You'll be added to our private community and receive 30 days of live trading for free on Zoom with 0 delay. Before we start, do me a big favor and make sure you like, subscribe, and share this stream with others. I greatly appreciate that gesture of support. All right, the market is about to open soon, so let's get this session started. See you in 3, 2, 1. Enjoy the show.
For granted, but don't want to work for it. Tell me now, isn't it funny?
It's just me, myself, and I. Solo ride until I die. 'Cause I got me for life.
Got me for life, yeah.
I don't need a hand to hold, even when the night is cold. I got that fire in my soul. I don't need anything to get me through the night, except the beat that's in my heart. Yeah, it's keeping me alive. I don't need anything to make me satisfied, 'cause the music does me good and it gets me every time. Like fire. take care of me. Sorry, but I don't need a plan like that. Don't need a man like that. What you say? You say that you've been on TV, and I should come back to your place. Hola, let me set you straight. School's in session, let me educate. Who the hell do you think I am? I don't give a fuck about your Instagram. Listen up, cause I'm not that girl. Ain't enough liquor in the whole wide world. Who the hell do you think I am? I don't give a fuck about your Instagram. Fly away, little Peter Pan. Now you know who the fuck I am. Who the hell? Who the fuck I am? Who the hell? Who the hell? Now you know who the fuck I am.
Baby, quien te escucha hablando te cree. Una mentira la puedes vender. Solo yo sé que cuando tú me ves cae rápido, cae rápido. Conmigo sale a flote, te pasas en mi bote. Me fingo irá contigo y en tu cachatela no te lo digas que no, no digas que no. Te vieron perreando conmigo en el club. Porque cuando tiro soy el Franco, tirador que siempre te dé en el blanco. Mi cuenta de vista pero soy franco. Nadie deposita más que yo en el banco. Me da igual, sé lo que te conviene, después que te viene. Me da igual, vive y aprende, si no me entiendes, o de creer.
Who the hell do you think I am? I don't give a fuck about your Instagram. Listen up, cause I'm not that girl. Ain't enough liquor in the whole wide world. Who the hell do you think I am? I don't give a fuck about your Instagram. Fly away, little Peter Pan. Now you know who the fuck I am. Who the hell? Who the
see if that fixed it. Testing on YouTube. Let me know if you can hear me now. Should be able to. Sorry about that. TP50, nice. What's up, Christine? Thank you. Christine, you're the best. TP50, nice. It didn't even get 50 points. Oh, you guys had that. You had better entries. Nice. All right. So if you're just now being able to hear me on YouTube, I was only looking to take one shot today. We don't have any news. So I was coming. We came into the session, you know, about an hour ago. I sent out a message saying we'll do a market review. We'll see. We were in alignment for sales. I was looking to take one shot. I took my one shot here at 650. It ended up getting stopped out here at 675, and then just literally tapped 675 and rolled over here. Got to break even for those that got better entries than 650. I think the best entry was around 660. So it did just get to 610, and I see some TP50s coming in the chat. Yeah, there is a delay on YouTube. There is 100% a delay on YouTube. Yeah, that's why it's best to get on the live trading session. It's best to get on here with you guys on Zoom. Yeah, it's about a 4 to 8 second delay on YouTube. All right, so I'm out there, 25 points. I think my math is correct. Like I was 133 minus 25. What's that? 108 for the week. Yep, 108. 108 for the week. All right. Let me know if you guys know what your weekly total is already. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to Monday. I'm done with today's market. So if you're still in a trade, let me know and I'll stay here until you're done. Is anybody still in? Amy says still in. That was at a minute ago. So Amy's still in here. I just don't like any of this. I don't like any of these wicks. It needs to break out to the downside, obviously, because we're in alignment for sales. But these wicks are not. These wicks are. They're sweeping. You guys hear Jimmy talk about liquidity sweeps all the time. This wick right here was a sweep. This was a sweep here when it got below this wick and then closed above it. This wick right here, sweep. And some of you guys may remember this from somebody, I won't say his name, but he used to call them something specific, and all they, where one wick goes lower than the other one. in those drive days, that's all that is, and that's what's happening a lot right now at the bottom of this. Yeah, exactly, Steph. At the bottom of these, and Christine, at the bottom of these, at the bottom of this area of interest, and it's not really happening on the top. It did happen once on the top. It happened once on the top here with this wick. I mean, this wick reached up and grabbed kind of quite a bit, but at the bottom is more of a key area with it being the daily low right here. And you got that first one happening here, and now we're failing to get lower than this. And this order, there's an order block in here, and it's literally, if I measure the 50% of this wick that it left, it hasn't got below it, hasn't closed below it. So there's an order block inside of this wick on a smaller time frame. Where's my magnet? So this wick right here that touched the daily low, measure that 50%. Look at that, 50, 50, 50, right? And this last 50 was another one of those ATs right here. This last 50 was another one of those. So it was already a risque type of play just off of this one coming back here. We just got wicked out. It's fine. It is what it is. Some of you guys got TP50 though. All right. The deck should be clear. I don't think anybody else is in this trade. So let's jump into this week. Let's do our market review, and then we'll get up out of here if there's no questions. Get up out of here if there's no questions. So March 25th. We're looking at 17th. Let me pull up the news because I don't remember if we traded on the 17th. Okay, so 17th, yes. The Tuesday we did, Wednesday we did, and Thursday and Friday we did. Okay, so pretty much every day. All right, just check it out. So first and foremost, I asked earlier, do you guys remember or know what your points earned for this week are? If you do, go ahead and throw those in the chat. For me, it's 108. Yeah, it's bouncing up now. You guys are way far away from. Okay, all right. So did not trade Wednesday, Thursday. Only traded 3 days. Minus 50, minus 25, minus 80. Where's my positives at? You guys are way far away from what I got. We lost George. Where's George at? I know he got a positive week. All right, let's dig into it. Let's figure out why you guys results are so far off of what the actuals should be, other than missing a couple days. That's out of our control. All right, so Monday. There we go, plus 105. That's better. See, me and Christine are in sync. I'm 108. She's at 105. That's somebody that's mimicking my moves. When I move, she moves, just like that. All right, so the 1 minute is in a stalemate at 9:29. So let's go forward to 9:30. And for those of you guys watching on YouTube, if you've never seen a demo of Hyperdrive, this would be a good little segment for you. We're going to review our week here. 9:30. So we're in a stalemate. So we're waiting for all three of our time frames to be either blue or all three of our time frames to be red. Okay, all three of our time frames to be blue or all three of our time frames to be red. With the first one being a stalemate, purple, that means that we wait until we can get all blues. All right, that's how we line up our system. That's how we pick the side of the market that we're going to be on. We keep it stupid simple, just like that. Okay, so we're waiting for everything to say blue, and it's saying blue right now. Okay, so this is the 9:35 candle. And now I'm going to jump back to the 3 minute chart because I'm on the 1 minute chart right now watching it because that was the one that we did not have being blue. So I'm going to jump back to the 3. And that means that at 9, this next candle or after, we're now looking to take our opportunity. So we now have a buy limit set at 950. Whether we get in on that or not is TBD. We're about to find out. But we have a buy limit set, so this is step number 2. So step number 1 is our colors, matching our colors. Step number 2 is to wait for our entry. And then step number 3, we'll get there when we get into our entry. So we're waiting on a pullback to 950. We can get it. We didn't get it. So we're just going to follow the market. It closed above 20,000. So now we're looking for 20,000. All right, so we'll move our buy limit up to 20,000, seeing if we can get a hit off of 20,000. Okay, if we don't get a hit off of 20,000 either, market is moving, and so we are moving with it, looking for a hit off of 20,050. Okay, if we get that, we're going to be in this trade. I think we do get it here. We do get it here, and we actually get taken out. So we do everything with a 25-point stop, 50 to 75 point on the TP, and so this is our first loss of the week here. So we lost that trade, minus 25. But at the same time, we keep our eye on the ball because my system, my trading plan gives me 2 shots. So I'm willing to lose 50 points before stopping. I'm willing to lose 50 points before stopping. So at this point, I have my buy limit set back up for 20,000 because that's where we are heading. Looks like we're heading back down to. I will also take 20,050 if we close back above it. So let's see what happens next. Actually, I didn't check the news. I checked that we had news, but I didn't check what we had. Okay, we're good. All right. So we're waiting on 20,000. Looks like 20,000 may get hit. Let's see. it does, and we're out. Okay, so we lost 2 trades on this day back to back, super quick session, and we're done for the day. 50 points. All right, so Monday, the 17th, minus 50. Moving on. All right, I'm assuming that everybody got that the same. Oh, it was still the old chart. You're right, it was. I don't really feel like honestly. I mean, I got such a short-term memory when it comes to trading. I really don't remember losing 50 points on Monday. We didn't. Okay, thank you for saying that, because I'm like, we didn't lose 50 points on Monday. I don't remember that. We didn't. Thank you for saying it was still the old chart, because that changes things. All right, you're right, 100%. Scratch everything I just said. I knew we didn't lose 50 points on Monday. I'm like, my memory ain't that bad when it comes to trading. I definitely don't remember that. I feel like every day this week that I've traded, I've been on the positive side. Scratch that. Rewind. Start over. We hadn't rolled over our charts yet, so we were on our. Oh wait, this is the wrong day. Oh no, this is the right day. We hadn't rolled over our charts yet. All right, so why didn't y'all say something? Christine, where were you at on that? You should have been like, no, we didn't lose. All right, scratch that. Let's start over. Ignore the last 5 minutes. All right, same scenario. 9:30, we were not in alignment. Let's just go forward a little bit here. We should be in alignment on this next candle. All right, there we go. All right, so we definitely lose the first trade, and then we win the second one because we didn't have a live session. That's what it was. I was still traveling back from Houston. I was in Chicago. I was stuck in Chicago on Monday. That's why this is all right. Everything's starting to get clear. Everything's starting to get real clear now. Okay. So I was traveling back from Houston still on Monday. I traded on my own. You guys traded on your own as well. Got it. That now everything makes sense. Okay. So we lost the first trade, won the second trade, which I was up 25 points. So here's the first trade was at 800. Okay. And we lost on very similar style. It was a straight SL. We got in, and then I believe it just went straight to SL. Yes. At the same time of this hitting stop loss, we got the next entry here at 750. That's what ended up happening. So 750 ended up going straight to TP. Now, it was very close to hitting stop loss. It got down to 726.75. So if it would have got to 725, we would have lost this trade, and then we would have been 0-2. However, it did not. Yeah, a lot of people did miss the second trade. So that does make sense to why your results. And we actually did talk about this already on Tuesday. We talked about why you guys missed that second trade. And some of it was, fear because it was moving so fast. Some people just was in a flux and wasn't paying attention. You got to keep your head on the swivel, especially at the time that we trade, because obviously it's going to be very fast paced most of the time. So I had my head on the swivel. And obviously I caught 750 here, and then it went straight to TP. Boom. And I was done because I had to go catch the train to get on the plane. So, yes, we did review this. So, actually, Monday was plus 20. It should have been plus 25. With me or without me, you guys got to be able to see this. Just to recap that. You got to be able to always be ready for your next opportunity, okay? You never know what's going to happen with it. So, don't allow any fear to step in, any fear to step in and cause you to not get into something because you're afraid, all right? Worst case scenario is you lose it. It is what it is. You should have prepared for that, a potential 50-point loss before you even got to the session. Okay. Also, I mean, if you want to, I think we talked about this. Where my J4 at? What the heck is going on here? There it is. We already talked about this, but we had tons of confluence at this area for 750. You had the HGH, you had the J4, and even if you just look at the structure, I mean, this. I know a lot of you guys don't get this deep, but somebody like a Steph would understand this. I mean, this was, and again, this is something that I probably would have seen after the fact, but this was a really nice measured move when it came to the retracement and all of that type of stuff. So anyway, a lot of confluence at that area to take that trade. A lot of you guys missed that, which is why your results are a little bit different than mine. But if you got it as you should have, you would have been up 25 points. The next entry for those that took, I remember, was like 800 again, which would have been, because this wasn't valid to enter again. It did get valid once it closed back above. It did not come back to retest. And then here's your 800 entry that would have hit stop loss. So some of you guys that missed 750 would have been down minus 50 on this day. But if you've done it properly, you should have been up 25. All right. Does that make sense? Let's remove that fear. All right. So when you go into next week, you got to get better at that. You know, making sure that you stay on top of what's next. Always be prepared for what's next. Always be prepared for what's next. Okay. We good on Monday? Give me a 9 in the chat if we're good. Ready to move on to Tuesday. Monday should have been, you know, so you have what you actually did, which some of you guys was minus 50, and what it should have been, which would have been a plus 25. Okay. And then as you think about it, what was the reason why what should have didn't actually happen for you? Okay. All right. That's part of reviewing. You know, basically, you know, right now we're reviewing film. We're reviewing film. All right. I'm going to jump back to our MNQH or MNQM chart, because I believe we rolled over on Tuesday. I think the 17th was the last day. Is that accurate? I believe we rolled over on Tuesday, and we were on this chart going forward. All right, so here we go, 9:30. All right, so you should be up 25 points going into Tuesday, March 18th. All right, so this is 927 candle. We see that all three of our time frames are in alignment. We are red, red, and red, so we're only focused on sell, sell, and sell. So we're waiting for 9:30. That's 9:30 candle. And so at this point, we're setting up a sell limit for 900. All right. So step one, alignment. Our alignment is red, red, red. So step two, we're waiting for our entry. Right now, our only valid entry is 900. So we're waiting for a pullback to 900. If we don't get that pullback and we get expansion to the downside, then we'll just adjust our entry. So we did get expansion to the downside, and now we're looking for a pullback to 850. Okay. So again, let's go forward. Next candle. Again, another expansion to the downside. Still no entry. So we're moving down further, just following, trailing behind the money here. And now we're looking for an entry at 800. We should get this entry. We do get this entry, and immediately we're at break even on this entry. So step three, managing our trade for success. We go break even when we hit 25 points. So once we get to a 1-to-1 profit margin, we go break even, remove our risk off the table. All right. So we have no more risk on this table. And at this point, we're waiting for 50 or 75. And if we get taken out, then we'll move forward from there. All right. I don't remember if we got taken out first and then it dropped. I think it did. We had some 10 o'clock news on this day, I think. What was Tuesday? Oh, no, we didn't have any news on this day. How did that play? Okay. So yes, that played coming to take us out at break even, and then it dropped. So we got taken out at break even on this trade, and then it went on and dropped. All right. So no harm, no foul. No points earned. And now we're looking for another shot. The market went on to expand it without us here. And so now we close below 750. So we're going to look for a pullback to 750 if we can get that for an entry. This was another day where we didn't have much news. Forgot to mention that. We didn't have a lot of news on Tuesday. So just like today, we addressed it by coming to the session. If we're in alignment, we're going to look to take a shot. If we weren't in alignment or we lost alignment, then I was just going to call it good, because, you know, most of the time when we have just yellow folders, it could be a very consolidated day. But we gave ourselves a chance to get in here. So we got to break even on the first. We're looking for a pullback to 750 for our second opportunity, since we didn't lose anything on the first. And there we go. We got that wick in there. Okay, it wicked in there at 750. So you guys can see that. There's the touch at 750. Immediately to break even. And then I believe immediately to 50-point TP. Yep. So immediately went to 50 points. And so we had our first entry, 0. Second entry, 50. Done. Now, I was done. But there was tons of more opportunities on Tuesday, which a couple people, maybe one by the name of Ken, received. All right, maybe a couple other you got them as well. But I was done with the 50. And so I'm gonna stop there. But there were more opportunities. I'm not gonna count any of these other ones because this one was an easy one. It closed below 700, retested, and then dropped. That was 50 points. This would not have been an entry because you want to see it close back above and then close below again. So no re-enter off of 700 there. The next one came, I think it closed back above 700. Not there. That wasn't it. There we go. Closed back above 700 there. And this is kind of why I wait for some structure. Then it closed back below. Perfect close. This would have been an entry here. What time is it? 10:45. That could have been an entry there. And I believe that made it to break even, maybe even to TP. There's the entry. Break even. There's TP. So there was definitely some more there, but I only took the first one. So for 50 points. So your results, again, on Tuesday should have been 50. If it was 50, give me a 5 in the chat. If it was something different or you didn't trade, give me a 7 in the chat. I know some of you guys said you didn't trade on Tuesday. Or give me a D and T in the chat. Did not trade Tuesday. Did not trade. So you guys got something different. So 5 if you got 50. 7 if you got something different. I'm curious. What did you get different on? I think, Bob, I think I might have talked to you about yours. But Jason, Amy, did not trade. Okay, so Jason didn't trade. Cindy didn't trade. Jim didn't trade. Amy, what was your difference there? Or did you not trade it either? I believe you said something about not trading one of these days. Oh, you didn't trade Wednesday or Thursday. This was a pretty easy day. I don't see any reason why any of you guys would have got wicked out on anything. I mean, it never even, this one barely had any drawdown. My last, so did you keep going? Okay, I think you might have kept going. Maybe you kept going, which is fine. You're playing with points you earned. Like I said, I don't know what day I said this on, but again, like if you want to keep going, that's completely fine. You got to make these decisions. But the way I look at it is like if you're not going to do it if you're not going to do it every time, then don't do it one time, because then you put yourself into a game time decision on when you're going to and when you're not going to. And if you don't have a system around when you're going to do it, for example, I'm going to do it when, I don't know. I don't even have a system around it, so I can't make one up right now. But maybe if we're close to a daily low or we're close to a daily high, I'm going to keep going until we grab it. I don't know. But it's either, for me, you guys know by now, I'm either yes or no. There's no in between. I'm either going for extras or not. And if I do it, it's because I feel like we haven't, like when I make the decision to maybe go for more, it's because I feel like we haven't had a run yet in the week. Like we've been like jerking around and we haven't had a smooth drop or a smooth run up. You know what I mean? Then I may make the decision to be like, this might be the day. And a lot of times that happens later in the week. But today they snuck it in on Tuesday. And, you know, this market's been moving so fast and so wild so far in this first quarter that, you know, it could happen every day. I mean, there was a couple of weeks that it was literally dropping 600 points a day. So, all right. But anyway, 50 points, I would say at minimum should have been grabbed here on Tuesday. And you would have been up 75 going into Wednesday. All right. Somewhere around there. But if you kept going, then obviously you're starting to understand the reasons why your numbers may be a little different than others. All right, let's jump into Wednesday. Oh, actually, we're going to blow past Wednesday because we didn't trade Wednesday. Any questions so far? See the market still playing around. I don't think we're in alignment though. I don't think we're in alignment for anything. All right. Going past Wednesday into Thursday and looking for 8 o'clock. I went past it. 9 o'clock. There we go. All right, let's go back to the 3 minute. Okay. Thursday. That was just yesterday. I remember that. My memory, short-term memory ain't that bad. Yesterday we had a daily low pretty close to our open, and I snagged only like 38 points yesterday on that. So let's dive into it. We're in alignment for sales. What time is that? 9:06, 9:09, 9:12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27. All right, so the next candle is going to be 9:30. We are in alignment for sales. I'm going to open up the next candle. There's an opening bell candle. All right, so we jumped up here. Still in alignment for sales, I believe. Yeah, yep, still in alignment for sales here. We have an opportunity at 8:50. Okay, this is the exact same candle type of structure that we just saw today. So although I see this, I still robot mode will take this. And what I mean by that, this is very much still one of those type of ATs, right? Out of an area, right? Out of an area. I believe this 765. We talked about this line. This was the low of the FOMC meeting minutes. Got an order block. Literally the exact same type of play, right? It came down here, kissed off the FOMC bottom. You know, jumped into these wicks, jumped into this order block here, and then put in a trigger right there, right? So same type of play, but I'm in alignment for sales, so I'll still take this right here all day. No, I'm not going to allow that to stop me from putting the points on the table that I came here to put on the table. All right, it is what it is. It's either gonna go or it's not. All right, so here we go. Nice candle, and got swept. Right, straight through. It makes a lot of sense that it did it. You know, again, where it came from, how it reacted off of it. Bullish engulfing candles. You want to see them continue in a sense. We wanted to see it touch it and start getting violated. We're on the wrong side of it. Not a big deal. All right, now we're in alignment for nothing. We're in a stalemate. So that first trade minus 25. First trade minus 25. And we are in a stalemate. We came back. It took a while, but we ended up flipping. And then this was a dicey one. This one was a dicey one when we flipped. All right. I can understand why results are different here as well. Because when we flipped here, it was very tight. And if you got a number under 20,000, you were good. But if you got 20,000 or higher, you got taken out on this one. So this one was a dicey one. I might give this one in a back testing situation. I would give this a stop loss because I don't pad my results in back testing. So even in this market review situation, although positive, I would probably give this a stop loss. Okay, that wasn't the candle though. We weren't in alignment yet. Somewhere something's different. Yeah, here we go. So 5 minute. This was the candle where we got into alignment, this 5 minute candle. So our entry came at 10:15 or after. So not this candle, this next candle, it literally closed like so tight to 20,000. And I had to market execution here. I didn't have time to actually put in a buy limit. So when the next candle opened, and it kind of came down a little bit. So I got just under, I want to say I was like $1.50 under 20,000. You guys remember this from yesterday? Some of you guys got taken out being right at 20,000 because this next candle definitely does come down in wicks 75. So under normal circumstances, normal back testing, I'm putting that as an SL. Makes sense. But if you got a good entry, which a lot of you guys did, some of you guys got all the way down here at 90, right? I remember the lowest entry I saw was like 1990. So yeah. So I can understand if you got 20,000, I can understand a stop loss there. You got just underneath it. I mean, you literally would have needed to be at 99. That's all you needed. It was like anything under 20,000, you'd have been safe. And then this ended up going to break even right in NTP as well. All right. And then I didn't take anything else after that. This was 50 pointer. 50 pointer by just the grace of the entry. And that was pretty much it. Didn't take this. It would have hit stop loss anyway. And I believe nothing else really happened after that. I think we ended up starting to reverse. Yeah, market started to kind of reverse after that. All right. So yesterday, what did you guys get yesterday? I know some of you guys started taking out. I remember seeing some SLs in the chat, but a lot of you guys got really good entries, much better entries than I did. So Jazzy J got taken out on that one. So I can understand now that we go through it. I can understand why some of the results may be a little bit different for sure, based on this would have been a stop loss, which means that you probably would have taken another one, which also would have been a stop loss, right? So you probably would have taken this one here and this one here, both of them would have. So you could have had a minus 50 tomorrow. So as we go through this, it's starting to make a little bit more sense to me why the numbers are so different, compared to what I got versus what backtesting wise would have got, because this would have been a minus 50 day. In a backtesting environment, I would have said minus 50 on today. Does that make sense? Like I said, I don't pad stats when I backtest. I want them to be, I want them to be as accurate. If not, I'll give more SLs than necessary in backtesting. So this could have easily been could have turned into a minus 50 day. All right. Now, as you kind of go through this, you'll start to see different things happen, right? And I've been seeing a lot of wick outs, right? We've been getting like wicked out by like 5 points, 4 points, 3 points, 1 point, 0 points, like this and like this. And then it goes and actually runs. I see that stuff happening. We'll see what we do for making any adjustments there. But, it sucks, but it is what it is at the same time. We get these in our favor as well, right? Where we'll get like a super low drawdown entry straight to TP. So they get us and we get them back. All right. So if I was back testing this would be a minus 50 on Thursday. Today would have been a minus 25. That'd have been minus 75. Monday was a plus 25, so that's minus 50. Wednesday was what was Wednesday? Wednesday we didn't trade, so it was 25 plus 25 plus 50, so that's 75, and then the last 2 days minus 75. So in the back testing sense, I'm seeing 0. Is that accurate? I think that's accurate. This was a 50 and 50. This was a break even. You would have had a first loss on Monday, second win. So that's 25. Carry that over. This is 50. That's 75. We skipped Wednesday in a backtesting environment. You would have lost 2 on Thursday. So that would have been minus 50. And then on today that we did take, that one shot would have been minus 25, because I think everything else after that would have been would have not been an alignment. Let me just check the one. We got out of alignment here at 9:51, and sorry, where did we get in at? We got in here, and then at 9:45 I think we were still in alignment. Yeah, 9:45 we're still in alignment. And I'm just trying to see what happened first. Entry, break even. Okay, so that would have been a break even. So you would have got in at 9:46, then it dropped to 673, so that would have been break even, and then it would have came back to break even. All right, so yeah, in a back testing environment, a week like this, that's what I would have given it for points. 25 on Monday, -50 on Tuesday, nothing on Wednesday, -50 on Thursday, -25 today. So zeroed out on the week. Still a lot different than what some of you guys are saying here. I'm seeing -80. Now I know some of you guys didn't trade on every day. Oh, okay. Wednesday I took a trade. All right. Hey, there we go. All right. Well, put that in the market review, you know. I'm afraid to say this, but I'll say it anyway. If you're going to trade on days where you have the FOMC afternoon news, your best bet is just to wait until the news comes out. I'll show you. I always go back and look at this. I never trade it. I shouldn't say never, but I always go back and look at this. Like this is what it could have been if you did trade this. And I'm not advising it. I'm just saying, like, your best bet if you're going to look for options is to ignore the morning and wait for the 2 o'clock. Wait for 2 o'clock. All right. So this is what would have happened if you did. We're not in alignment on the 3. So let's go until we do. We get it. I believe the next candle we do. All right. So we're in alignment now. We're below 900. So you're looking for a pullback to 850. All right. Didn't get the pullback. This would have been a loss. Okay. It closed back above 900, so you would have been in there for a loss there. And then if you're looking to actually take 2 shots, I believe the next one came in and worked out nicely for you. I think it comes right here. Yeah, you're at break even. There's your 50. You're back up 25 points. There's another entry there. Now, if you waited for Powell to actually speak, you would have avoided this loss. So Powell starts at 2:30. Then that would have been his good afternoon candle. That's his good afternoon candle, which closed you above 900, and you got your 900 entry, and then you got an easy 50. And now again, it don't always happen that way. This is why I just don't trade them in general. But if you're going to trade, I would ignore the morning and just focus on the good afternoon candle. All right. That's not advice. I'm not advising it. And you can also just open up your demo account. If you got the itch that you need to scratch. All right. Yeah, I mean, you got to own it all, man. I mean, that's part of the game. We got to own what we do. Every win, every loss, every account, every payout, every blowout, all of it. It's all you. It's all you. Every decision you make. But the best way to do it, like I say, every lesson is a learn, right? That's why I'm starting to do this more and more, these market reviews. 1, because you guys don't back test on your own. And 2, I think that it would be helpful for us to do this together so that you can, in real time, start to work on some of the mental things that may be holding you back. Because it's a good exercise to understand what did happen, what the 3 things, what you did, or the 2 things, what you did and what you should have done, and seeing how far apart you are from, and seeing where you are. Are you closer to what you did versus what you should have done, or what you should have done should have been closer to what you did do? That's where you want to get to. You want to close that gap. You want that gap of what you should have done and what you did do to be closer and closer and closer and closer. Whatever that is, win, lose, or draw. You want that should have been and did do to be closer and closer and closer and closer. Okay? That's all I got for you guys this morning. If there's no questions, I think we're live all next week. We have nothing standing in our way in terms of news. I think it's the last week of March as well, maybe. Oh, we got one more day on Monday the 31st. Monday falls on the 31st. Was there any birthdays this week or any birthdays next week? Yeah, we're good. We got PMI on Monday. We got orange folder news at 10 on Tuesday. Light day Wednesday, but we'll still trade. That's fine. Thursday, we got 8:30 news, orange folder 10. Friday, 8:30 news, orange folders 10. You're welcome, Bob. You're welcome, Jazzy J, Sharif. Welcome, Coach J, Jim B. You're welcome. See you Monday. See you guys on Monday. Have a great weekend. Whatever it is you guys do, be safe, have fun, enjoy the weather. So cold. I'll see you guys Monday. Have a great weekend. Peace out for now.
You and me are thrifty, so go all you can eat. Fill up your bag and I'll fill up a plate. We talk for hours and hours about the sweet and the sour and how your family is doing okay. And even get in a taxi, the kiss in the backseat, tell the driver make it ready to play. Yeah, singing like, girl, you know I want your love. Your love was handmade for somebody like me. Come on now, follow my lead. I may be crazy, don't mind me. Say, boy, let's not talk too much. Grab on my waist and put that body on me. Come on now, follow my lead. Come on now, follow my lead.